My children, I see your hearts. I know the wounds of betrayal you carry, the pain of broken trust, the sorrow of abandonment. From the beginning, mankind has turned away from me, yet I have never abandoned you. Even when you are betrayed, or when you betray others, my arms remain open. I am the God of justice, but I am also the God of redemption. If you will listen, I will show you the path from betrayal to restoration, from sorrow to joy. I was with Joseph when his own brothers betrayed him, when they stripped him of his robe and cast him into the pit. I saw his tears as they sold him into slavery, and I heard his prayers when he was imprisoned for a crime he did not commit. Yet I did not abandon him. I was working in the unseen, turning his suffering into strength, his wounds into wisdom. When the time was right, I lifted him up, higher than even his betrayers could have imagined. What others mean for evil, I can turn for good. Trust in me, even in your betrayal. Hold fast to my word, and I will lift you up in due time. Do not despair. Your suffering is not wasted. Hold on to me, and I will make your pain a testimony. My servant David knew betrayal well, not from a stranger, but from his own son, Absalom. How deep the pain must have been when the child he loved turned against him, seeking his throne and his life. Yet David did not seek revenge. Instead, he fell before me, pouring out his sorrow in prayer. He trusted me to be his fortress, his defender, his justice. I was with him in his brokenness, and I was with him in his restoration. If you have been betrayed by those closest to you, bring your pain to me. I am the Father who will never betray you, the friend who will never forsake you. Do not let bitterness consume you. Leave vengeance to me, for I am the righteous judge. Let me be your rock, your fortress, and your deliverer, in whom you take refuge. Let me heal what others have broken. I watched as Judas walked away from my son, Jesus, that fateful night. He had walked with him, dined with him, heard his voice, and yet, for 30 pieces of silver, he betrayed the very one who came to save him. And when guilt consumed him, he did not return to me. Instead, he let despair destroy him. But then there was Peter. He, too, betrayed my son, not once, but 3 times. He denied him in fear, turning his back on the one who had called him. Yet Peter's story did not end in darkness, for he ran back to me. He wept, he repented, and my son restored him. Hear me, my child. You will stumble, you will fail, but your failure does not have to be final. The difference between Judas and Peter was not the betrayal, it was the response. Run back to me, and I will restore you. Choose redemption. Choose me. There was a son who turned his back on his father, taking his inheritance and wasting it in reckless living. He betrayed the love given to him, traded security for sin, and found himself empty and alone. But even as he wandered, I never stopped watching. And when he turned back, when he came home in rags and shame, his father ran to him. That father was me. That lost son, it was you. You have betrayed me before. You have turned to other things, abandoned my ways. But I have never turned from you. Even now, my arms are open. Return to me, and I will restore you. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. No sin is too great, no betrayal too deep. Come home, my child. I am waiting. My beloved, betrayal is painful. I know, I have felt it even from you. But I am not a God who delights in punishment. I am a God of mercy, of healing, of redemption. If you have been betrayed, I will be your refuge. If you have betrayed, I will be your redeemer. Trust in me, lean on my word, and I will turn your sorrow into joy. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Romans 8 verse 28. Do not be afraid. Come to me. I am your Redeemer.